Hello, I'm going to show you how to do my trinket stitch. So the yarn I'm using is 2 strands. It's a number 3 yarn, and I just wound the 2 of them together. So I have like a 2-tone on most of it. And the yarn itself is Manarola yarn. It's from World of Yarn. I got it on the Hobby website, Hobbii, and it's color 10. Okay? And it's a number 3, but 2 strands make it like a thin number 5, or maybe a thick number 4. And I'm on a 5/8 inch loom, and I'm going to use just some of the pegs. It's a 2-row stitch. I am using a loom hook from Touche Crochet. They make crochet hooks, but they do have some loom hooks. I'm going to be using 6 pegs. So I have them marked. And another thing, when you're doing stitches, what I usually do is I put the name of the stitch. I put the stitches that make up each row if there's more than 1 stitch used. And then I also put, if I'm doing more than 1 stitch, like I'm doing 2 stitches, whether I'm going left or right. That really helps if you put down your work. Okay? So first I'm going to cast on, and this cast on is on my channel. It's just a crochet chain cast on. So all you do is you make a loop, put it through, put it on the peg, and tighten it. And then you just put the loom hook through, scoop up the yarn like that, and you've got a loop. And I always pull the loop there to make sure that it is strong. And then I don't even need a hook. I just put it behind peg 2 here. Make sure I've got my strands separated here since I'm using 2. And get some yarn out. Okay, so I go behind peg 1 and I tighten it. I take the loop and peg 2, put it behind the next peg and tighten. Put it behind the next peg and tighten. And behind the next peg and tighten. And the loop, you can adjust how big it is. And then I just plop the loop on the last peg, tighten it, and then knit it off. Okay, now this stitch doesn't curl, so I'm going to go back right in the stitch. Although some of you might want to put a bit of a border there. I'm not going to, because for my project I don't need it. Okay, so I did the stitch here. So what we're going to do now is do the stitch. So what I do is I do a purl, and then on the same peg I come around like this and then knit it off. Then I do a purl and knit it off like that, or purl it and come around from the back and in front and knit it off. Now this stitch is my diamond owl stitch, and alone it looks kind of like diamonds, but when it's mixed in here it looks different. Okay, so we do a purl, and then we come around and in a knit and knit it off. And I'll just use one hand here. I sometimes start using 2 when I'm knitting, and I know not all of you do that. So I'll do this, and then I'll take this and go around and do the knit. Okay, very easy. And then I go over this peg. Okay, and come back. And then I'm going to do the row 2. So it's a 2-row stitch. This row is my roses and chain stitch. So I go over, knit it over, come back, knit it over, come back, and knit it over. So watch again. It's you knit this way, you knit back, and then you knit forward again. It's one of my favorite one peg stitches because it is really full of texture, and it's a tighter stitch. So it works to tighten up projects or for projects you wanted to have a lot of texture. Okay, so very easy. And I'm just going to go over the last peg, come back, going over, and then back into the other stitch, and I'm going to wedge it, and you just purl it like that, and then you come around the back and in front and knit it, purl it, then go behind and come back in front and wrap it. Another way I think of it is I do a purl, and then I do what I call a knit around stitch in my notes. The same thing as doing my purl around, because you're coming around the loom to do the stitch. Okay, so we purl, and we come around and in front and knit it off, and then we knit off the number 1 peg. Okay, come back, knit, and then we're back into the roses and chain stitch. So over in front, over in a U-knit going backwards, over in a U-wrap going forwards. Very easy. That's all there is to it. 2 rows, and you have this stitch down. Okay. Hope I did that one right. I started thinking about what I was going to do next. Okay, and one more. There we go. Okay, now we should have a little bit of work there we can look at. See, it's coming along, but not enough to really see yet. So I'm just going to do a few more rows and then we'll have a look at it, okay? Okay, so I've done more. I'm going to open it up here so you can see more what the stitch looks like. On the dark color there, see? It's a pretty stitch. And on the other side, if you pull it open, it looks like this. So it's quite an attractive stitch. But yeah, you can see it against that background a lot better. Okay, so that's how you do the stitch. So I hope you enjoyed the video. And remember that if you need to look at the bind off as well as a cast on, that I always have both the cast on and the bind off on my channel. All you have to do in the description for this video is scroll down and you'll see it right there. And if you need to slow down the video, you can do that. There is a gear to slow it down. And also you can turn on closed captioning if you needed to have more of a pattern look to it. And so that will help you too. Okay, and so until next time, bye.